We are going to get the second episode from the perspective of the Audis. Good.
Where? Here, will you take her for a second?
It's okay. We got it.
Narratively, it makes the most sense. Because after the first episode, we just want answers, and now we're going to get some.
What's my name?
Persephone.
Can you spell that?
Never.
I couldn't have without the subtitle just now. The note underneath said, Mark ponders the importance of a message. I think I said in my commentary on the last episode that maybe he went back in to try and solve the mystery of his wife. Because now he does have enough. He has a message to chew on, a line. He's alive. I'm most curious about how her outburst is going to impact or influence events. Because of the power that her Audi wields. And then this guy who pays to compete in the Squid Game. Her dad.
Fetid Muppet.
Father?
I'm going to be completely honest right now. I don't know what fetid means. Smelling extremely unpleasant. Called her a smelly child. You know, it makes sense that she, I guess, everything she's doing is to gain his approval. Or the approval of her family. This would be the first episode that we really get to spend time with their Audis outside of Mark. The cinematography and the staging in this show is so good.
I need you to go see all of them. Find out every word they said and who they said it to.
And shall I fire them?
Let Kier guide your hand.
Of course.
I wonder if she really buys into all that garbage. You know what I mean? Does she really have the cult mindset? Make Kier guide us? Because if she's anything like her innie, she's not one to submit or adhere to structure, especially when it's radical like that. The ideology. Dude, look at these shots. Like
Please, sit.
Copel, whatever her name is actually.
And the Severn employees who were involved are being dealt with.
The way she walks. So composed. Or it's faux composure, you know?
You saved us from disaster.
Will Mr. Egan be joining?
Just me.
It cost me.
And still you proved your loyalty tonight.
Oh, so she
Which is
didn't.
why we'd like to ask you back.
She didn't get canned.
An apology is warranted.
God, she's terrifying.
We've treated you poorly.
Miss Copel.
I welcome your contrition.
I'm so glad. We'd like to offer you a promotion.
I was gonna say she's probably just has a better position though. She can lead the chants.
Severance Advisory Council.
That's what they do there. All hail Cure when they dance around and
I never heard of such a thing.
chug. Pretty son. Yeah, it's a useless position. Just to appease her. This is what companies do. They create a bunch of special positions for their friends.
I should be running the severed floor.
Mr. Milchick has been promoted to floor manager.
So technically she has been. This isn't a promotion.
You don't value me. You fear me.
Yeah. Yeah, they want people to stay in line. The license plate. Kier's face. Look at Milchick, just a badass in the streets.
I'll put some thought to it.
Patricia Arquette nails the nuances of her character. She really has incredible range. When I think about, let's go way back to True Romance, you know, when she played Alabama, Whirly, to this.
Earlier this evening, at an event where I was excited to share my status as a severed individual with a group of friends and allies, I made the poor decision to consume alcohol while on a non-lumen medication for an arm rash,
Oh.
which caused me to say some deeply regrettable things.
Mr. Milchick.
Apologies for the hour. How's your night been, Mr. Bailiff?
Fine. They're showing
Well, he's
Barbara-
gonna lie about it,
So I've just been here.
which is gonna make them suspect him.
We just need to know if anything of note occurred.
Why don't you tell me what's going on, Mr. Milchick?
In the moment I thought I was being funny, my family's company affects the lives of real people around the world.
I guess I mean I assumed that everything they were told in there was a lie. They didn't have any impact, obviously. Cover up. Not everyone's gonna fall for it, obviously.
A man of principle, which is what makes this so difficult.
You're fired.
You're firing me.
When Lumen falters, it's our cherished workers and their families who suffer first. So for the fear and insecurity this has caused, I must sincerely atone.
I must sincerely atone. Even their way they interact with the public is
My words provided more fuel for pernicious hate and derision.
What am I supposed to tell my wife?
This was a joke and a lie.
wow. Now I was just gonna be curious to see
I'm
what
also human,
actually prompted them to listen to Mark and send everybody back.
just like my Annie,
Yeah.
and just like you.
Just like her Innie is human. She told her Innie she wasn't a person last season in the same sort of video. Just like you. It's like she was speaking to us. That was effective. Credits are different, by the way. They're all wearing prison garb this time around. Mark was sort of saving his Innie. Here's a little child on the floor. Jesus Christ. Shit's weird.
So you said she's alive?
I really did feel it was clear you were referencing the baby. Patton had just saved her.
Well, he
She
found
was
her, yeah.
he was holding the wedding photo, wasn't he? Worky.
I have to say, Mark, he really is a jewel.
Guys, obviously I was referencing the baby.
No. The only thing I know the actor who plays Rickon from is Men in Black 3. I think he's great though.
Yeah, I think it's the only thing that makes sense.
Yes, Stephanie, I think, is the best. She's so much smarter than everybody else.
Mark's worky went to great lengths to awaken himself, to alert us to abuses. He was inspired by my book.
These guys are putting it all together. They're the squad of detectives. I was trying to think of a Scooby-Doo reference, but I didn't nail it at all.
Why are you being a dick to me? I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
Good evening, Dr. Hale.
Good evening.
Uh-oh.
I'll check from Lumen.
Seth,
Yes, he is.
don't tell him anything.
Thank you.
He's gonna. Oh, Mark.
Mr. Scout,
Just wears a leather jacket.
I imagine you have a few questions.
There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't think it suits him. I know it was because he's driving the
You
bike.
must be Devin.
Devin, that's right. Sorry, I forgot her name.
Okay, so
That is a magnificent helmet.
Brings it with him. I guess. Can't leave it on the bike.
what happened tonight is
The
what we call
dangerous
the overtime
town.
contingency. It's a safeguard we employ if we ever
Oh, he
need
just
to access.
not even asking questions. Just telling him what happened.
OTC disclosure can be found in your start paperwork.
It's interesting that he's just immediately explaining himself as it means he already expects Irvin's Audi.
Any Mark was here.
I know, I talked to him.
What did he say to you?
If I tell you, are you gonna punish him for it?
We have no punishments at Lumen.
Uh-huh.
We're more concerned about how you're doing, Mr. Scout. I can only imagine how violated you feel by his actions.
Yeah, speaking of violations, just wondering how common it is for your managers to commit fucking lactation fraud against their employees' families.
I love Devin.
Miss Cobell.
Yeah.
Lactation. So she breastfed the baby? I don't remember that.
She will never descend to that floor again, nor bedevil you out here.
The devil. The verbiage that they use, these employees,
Anything
unsevered
you
employees.
can tell me.
Oh, and Helena.
I mean,
Don't. Don't, please, just don't.
We're very tired.
Good for you.
Yes, we are.
Said all there is to say.
Of course. I'll circle back.
I'll circle back.
In the meantime, I hope to see you Monday.
You know, this is interesting because it's like he and the company feel like they have a right to know everything that happened on the outside because they almost feel like they have ownership over the innies
did tonight.
and everything else that they and everything they do in the company. Like, oh,
It
dude.
was also very brave.
Oh my God. Wow.
I'd hate to reward his courage with non-existence.
Oh, wow. What a manipulative motherfucker. There's always... There's a man who deserves to sport his leather jacket. Let's go. He's gonna go talk to Bert. In the credits, we saw Mark's Audi sort of carrying his innie, so maybe he just doesn't want him to die, and that's why he goes back. He's beginning to care for his innie. And we should all care for our work selves. We really should. We often don't. Deconstruct that. Everyone was watching this. I don't know if my Severance videos are going to get any views, but it doesn't really matter. This is one of my favorite shows right now. Also, just real quick, while Mark stands here looking for Cobell, because I have Apple now, I watched Dark Matter quickly. I loved Blake Crouch's book. I don't know why, but something about the show just felt very disappointing. Maybe it was that it seemed to be dumbed down a lot for mainstream audiences, or that it was just dragged out too much, too many episodes. But I did enjoy it though. But compared to the book, and that's just how it goes, I guess, with books and adaptations, it never lives up. Which is weird to even say because Crouch wrote the screenplays. I wonder how she feels about this. Because it probably doesn't feel consensual on her end. Well, they never mind. They didn't bang, but I wonder if she's single. Absolutely, she's committed to her work and a bit crazy. No one's putting up with that. Is she gonna watch it again? She's like, that's the most action I've had in years. And I didn't even get it done. Oh, yeah. That is sort of what this is. Isn't it? Maybe not. I don't know. Look at these shots, dude. I love shows and movies that have fun with each shot as if it's its own. The stills could be posters and paintings, you know. You could just take this still of Mark and put some vaguely inspiring but mostly haunting quote in the top left.
And a young man.
I want to see more of Dylan's life outside. I don't understand why he got severed.
You got this.
I probably forgot. He wants his job back. It's just about money. He's saying, "What am I going to tell my wife before?"
May I ask about benefits?
Yeah.
There's a coffee maker.
Healthcare benefits?
Oh, sure, yes, of course, for you.
Got a family to support. That's what matters to him most.
I think this is going to be a really great fit. Ever since I was a kid, I've always felt like doors.
How old? How old were you when you knew you loved doors?
Oh, this guy's.
5.
If you could be any kind of door, what would it be?
Oh my god.
Uh,
Great questions.
Pocket.
Interesting. Tell me more.
When you're not needed, you can just
Just tuck yourself away.
semi-gloss.
Nice.
That's hot. You remind me of me, Dylan.
To be honest, you guys kind of look alike. Especially right now.
We play on Fridays. There's a fun prize if you win.
You mean a door prize?
No, don't make door jokes.
Sorry.
A lot of short-term employment. And then Lumen.
He could never hold a job. Couldn't fit in.
I was a severed employee, so.
This is gonna
You're
work.
severed.
This is gonna work against him for sure. Because it's an ethical thing, and it also
Well, Mr. George, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, it also...
We'll consider your application thoroughly.
That's it? Just because I'm
Yeah, it
sorry?
also...
Like I said, we'll consider your application thoroughly.
It sends this message that...
We need a certain kind of person here,
someone
Mr.
who's...
George, not a certain kind of two people.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think this is, a carpet factory? What? And personally,
yeah,
I think it's abhorrent.
Also, it means that you're not committed to doing the work. Another version of you is. Maybe they'd hire the severed version of you. But again, it turns into this ethical, political, moral quandary for employers. No one's going to support that outside of Lumen. Unless some other company has a use for severed individuals and can adopt what you've done to yourself. Great doors. It's such a small logo or sign.
And what about Selvig? Have you heard from her?
Selvig.
I was just thinking maybe there was a way we could confirm what your any meant.
Talk to the innie again? Well, we'd know if that happened.
I know we're not supposed to contact him, but Denise is a lawyer, and apparently you can petition.
I'm quitting.
Oh.
Haven't you been trying to get me to quit that place since I got there? I thought I was finally doing what you want.
Now she's invested in the life and journey of your innie.
If we could just get like a half step more confirmation, then it's not going to be something that continues to haunt us. Do you know what I mean? She was my family too, Mark. Fuck.
Yeah, but she was my wife.
I know, but you're not the only one her death affected.
Right.
Did you have to tell her parents that she was dead? Did your sheets smell like her for weeks?
It doesn't mean it didn't affect her, even if your experience was more painful.
If Rickon died and his body burned,
Jesus, man.
But I wouldn't be affected.
Well, that's rough. Maybe you should spend more time with Rickon, dude. That's just reflective or indicative of your relationship with her husband, not her relationship with your wife. Frolic. He's following him. That's her security, right? Helena's security dude. Red pill, blue pill, the two fish. In and out. Side of the Matrix. Also, not to get too crazy with this, but if you think about Mark and his innie as the blue pill and the red pill, neither one of them is really awake to what is going on. So you could sort of talk about how it's not about taking either pill. It's about understanding the entire situation from both perspectives. Which I get contradicts the idea behind that scene in the Matrix with Morpheus, but I'm more talking about how we've co-opted those terms these days. Online especially. Bert's following him. This dude's hot. I'm gonna follow him around. Something inside me yearns. The fucking sound design on that doorbell was realistic. I almost turned around. Wow. Niceties. Gifts.
Compliments of the company.
He's just doing exactly to Mark what he does to his innie to get what he wants out of him.
Okay to talk a minute. Thank you.
Wiped his feet. That's nice. Some people don't do that.
I'd like to ask you a few questions that may inform your decision.
We got questions now.
How happy are you with your current financial compensation? I ask because our endearment to you is such that a 20% bump is on the table should you return.
Take it.
Oh, 20%.
He could ask for anything.
Your late wife, Gemma. In your intake interview, you cited her death as a primary motivator for severing.
That should, like, if this company really is smart, something like that should disqualify them. In the same way you'd be like, I'm insane, I can't do jury duty.
Do you still feel that way, Mr. Scout?
Why would they take him? I'm really fucked up and could cause a huge problem for you guys. I would like to join up and be a severed employee. We'll take you.
He cares for people, and he's funny.
They probably don't have too many
He knows nothing of the
volunteers,
pain I see
to
in
be
you
fair.
right now.
This is a manipulative motherfucker.
He's found love.
Oh my god. They're gonna show him the kiss.
The solace you have given him down there will make its way to you.
Wow. He's gonna get him to go back in for the same reason he went in initially. He's just doubling down on those feelings. Textbook sociopathic narcissist, Melchek. I know because I am one. I mean, I hope not. It's like I watched Killing Eve once and I was like, am I a sociopath? I like this character. And then you Google the definition and try and convince yourself you're a good person forever. I'm also a hypochondriac though, so I don't know what the fuck I am and what the fuck I'm not, guys. I would join. Let's sign me up. I'll be severed.
Are you satisfied with this?
His sister seems more uppity than he is.
Killer.
I've got a floater from overseas and a pair who were laid off from 5X. I had 48 hours to pull this together.
It's only been 2 days.
We need Mark S. back to work.
Go on ahead.
Why?
Long enough to complete Gold Harbor.
What? Is it because he's so good at his job? Or whatever it is that they're doing, they need him back to work? Whatever the fuck Cold Harbor is?
Good night, Mrs. Scott.
Good night, Jeff.
Right, so this is obviously in between all the things we saw in the last episode. And we're back. Except we don't get to see how his... Oh, maybe...
Hello, is anyone there? Is the board on? It's Mark S.
There we
from
go.
Macrodata Refinement. They deserve a chance. Mark, please. They're my friends. You can't just make them disappear.
You know, when I was watching the last when I was editing the last episode, it dawned on me that Helena might go in pretending to be Helly. I really hope that's not the case.
He won't finish without them.
Oh, they need him to finish the job. That's why. And we heard in the last episode, the other guy said we've never met quota. So maybe this is the only team that's actually getting the job done in a way that's helping them to accomplish whatever the hell Cold Harbor is. This makes sense. It's about the bottom line.
This is unheard of.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wood.
3 days of work. I broke a fucking lease in Grand Rapids. Give me another reason to sue. Fuck you, Lumen!
He's a lot more animated than his Innie. I was wondering why they'd given into his demands, but it's because he does have leverage he doesn't even understand. It's good. Now to see if it's actually Helly. I really hope it is. I don't like the idea of watching an undercover. Maybe I do. And we understand, so I understand all the reasons for going back. Here we go. This is gonna be the big reveal, isn't it? Maybe it is Helly. I mean, she looks sad to be going back. I don't know.
Hey!
We need to talk, woman.
Hello, Mark. Just back from work.
I told you what I'd gone through these past 2 years. I ate your shitty fucking cookies.
Well, they weren't good.
They convinced you to stay. Was a pineapple involved?
Yeah.
You're so easy to sway.
Yeah. It's true.
Are you fucking kidding?
She's gonna hit him. I would be like, yeah, you're not. We need to talk.
What the fuck is this all about?
Conspire with him.
Do you know something about Gemma?
Just tell him. I know Alabama Whirly's in there somewhere. The look on her face and stuff is gonna be enough to convince him, I think. Of what, even if she doesn't say anything here. Oh, she's insane. that, yeah, she's like, okay. He's like, all right, my wife's in there for sure. Sam Donovan killed the direction on that episode. Who is Alive is the title of the next episode. I take back what I said about Dark Matter. I really enjoyed it. The middle of nowhere. It's like the end of Castaway, except it's winter. What are we doing? Jesus. Oh, it's Cobell. A little upbeat music to get herself going. I wonder what's going on there. Where's she going? Is she escaping in some way? As Mark goes back. Love spreads. What was that? Is he timing himself? He's timing himself. How long it takes him to get from the parking lot to the elevator? Oh, he wants to see if his innie can maybe continue the count? I don't know what's going on. Am I in the right episode? Huh. You know, well, Ben Stiller has described this as a workplace comedy. It definitely has funny moments, but I wouldn't describe it that way. And I feel like he's holding on to that concept too tightly. Maybe not. But I'm happy that even if that was the original intent, sort of, that they're letting it evolve, the show.
Okay, me and Helly will find the goat man and other possible goat people.
Okay. Oh, the goat, the guy with the goats.
Yeah, I'm in a good groove here, but don't worry about it. I'll get to it.
Okay, well, just show them the sketch. Do not leave it behind.
Dylan is incentivized now.
We can go wherever we want. Lumen is listening, remember?
I thought that meant they were listening to our conversations.
Yeah, he's right, Mark. I did get the hint of a double.
I was just gonna say, wouldn't they have cameras in here?
We got you.
Thank you, Helly.
I don't know. I really hope she is Helly. Or maybe I don't care. She could be Helena.
Say we get to the goat department and they're like, yes, Miss Casey's here. She's in this goat cage. What do we do then?
Well, we get her to the south stairwell, and once we're out the door, my Audi will know what to do.
Maybe he timed it for a potential escape. Oh. They're gonna kiss again. That's all she's been thinking about. This is so awkward, though. Oh. Oh, here he is wearing his leather. Balloons. A reminder that you're a failure. That's all balloons are. A reminder that it's over.
Maybe the hallway's really down here. Maybe that's where my dreams have been.
I thought it was just his way of trying to, by painting the same haunting thing over and over again, I thought it was to see if he could incept his innie. I didn't think it was actually a place.
Maybe you go yourself. Like for stealth, you know? I can't really explain it.
Swan.
Oh, fucking chick.
Hall pass.
Everything chill?
Dylan G, come with me, please.
This actress is doing a good job.
Looks like your balloons could use some coffee.
They were in the...
I've got the board.
Hello.
Honestly, I can't believe I haven't said this before, but Milchick gives off O.J. Simpson vibes. 100%.
The board is jubilant at your ascendance. It wants you to feel appreciated and asks if you do.
Jubilant at your ascendance.
The board austerely desires for you to feel connected to Lumen's history. Recanonicalized paintings intended to help you see yourself in Kier.
Gonna be some weird erotic stuff. Oh my god! Kier's doing blackface!
Oh my.
You'll find the whole Kier cycle. The board wishes to express that I, Natalie, received the same gift upon receipt of my current position and found it extremely moving.
I'm grateful.
Yes.
It's meaningful to see myself reflected in...
Representation is important. But race swapping is a bad practice, guys. It's a bad, bad practice. This is more cultural appropriation, I guess. So tense and weird.
Congratulations, Seth.
What the fuck? That is condescending and weird and insulting, but it still took a lot of time to paint those, probably, unless it's AI. They just have a guy on staff. We gotta go Asian today. Give him the Asian history today. The Cure Asian history. And he's just in there like, this isn't right. But I know I'm good at this, so they're paying me well. Who paints like this? He's going back. The company really does. Or Lumen just owns wherever that place is they live. It is weird that actually they're letting them wander like this. There has to be cameras and microphones everywhere. They would not... Oh, it is the goat room.
Whoa.
Just a hallway like theirs for the goats? Yeah.
You sure?
It really hammers home that they're just livestock, you know. And yeah, I mean, yeah. This is really like, do you get it? Do you get it?
Careful, there's poop.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
What did you expect? They actually treat the goats pretty well. I mean, if you think of the people, the human employees. I was just gonna say, oh no, okay. I was gonna say, what if there's human goat hybrids, but no, this is just a guy in a costume. He's the king of the goats. He's the goat man. It's like Batman hangs out with bats. This guy hangs out with goats. Batman fights crime. This guy and his friends
You here to kill me.
just water the grass.
And we're with macro data refinement?
Oh, hey, it's Gwendolyn, oh man, I forget her last name, but, you know, Brienne of Tarth.
What is this place?
Mammalians nurturable.
Great. I was gonna say that if you think about the human employees the same way you do the goats, they're actually not treated that badly, but the humans have more rights than goats, though.
Her name's Miss Casey.
There's the vending machine in here.
Wellness.
I love that the goat herders actually wear blazers and ties.
We don't abide such fripperies here.
Imagine all you know in life is goat herding.
Maybe you should take that page of paper and be on your way.
Not until you've answered my question.
This is cool because now that they can move, they're kind of on an adventure this season. It reminds me of what's that show with the train, and every part of the train is a different people live on the train just like they live in here. Oh my god, there's Snowpiercer. Kind of reminds me of that. Them going from office to office. Train car to train car. They'll be fine. It's almost exactly like that, actually. If this continues, them exploring. I never thought that goat thing would come back around. And I wonder if the writers actually intended for it to come back around. Like, they might have just wrote it in as a joke. Like, let's just do something really random that they stumble upon. And then it caught so much traction online and with the audience that they're like, oh, we're going to have to write that into next season.
Fuck.
Is this the family place? Visitation?
We go into the security room.
Is it no longer the security room? Is it just a video of outside? Or is it actually out like a beach? Oh yeah, it's just audio. Pictures of his family. I think I know the actress, not in real life, but I recognize the actress who plays his wife.
Dylan?
They just keep... Oh, it is. This is happening.
Hi.
Oh my god. And you know what? You know what? This isn't his wife. This is someone they hired to pretend to be his wife.
For good behavior and output, you've earned an
There's
18-minute visitation event with your...
Yeah, right. And it's the same picture. They're just showing the same, like, they made the Audi Dylan or something go to a photo booth with this actress. This isn't his wife. You fool, Dylan, you fool. Practice some deductive reasoning and some critical thinking, Dylan. They're showing you essentially the same photograph over and over and over again. If they gave you a photo album with years worth of pictures, then maybe I would believe this. This is bullshit.
Nice sack.
They made me put my stuff in here.
Sure.
You really don't know me at all?
No.
You malicious bitch.
Photos from just now. Who's Seth?
Don't you...
Please refrain from sharing information that may be privileged or sensitive. Thank you.
Oh, they don't actually... So I did learn Milchick's first name as well recently.
My husband has had trouble keeping other jobs.
He dumb?
It doesn't say is he dumb? He dumb?
Oh, nothing's wrong with him.
ADHD, bro.
He never quite found his thing.
Oh, man. And the weird thing about this is...
So he's actually...
kind of a fuck up.
Kind of a fuck up?
Maybe this is his actual wife. God damn it. But...
Do you want to see a picture of the kids?
Okay. This is his actual wife. It seems a little too real. The moment feels sincere, but I don't know.
So Jim is 6, and Ruth is 4. And Merrick just turned 2.
What the fuck? You know what would be funny and weird, and I hope they go this route? If she ends up liking him more than Audi Dylan. They fucking better do that.
And we live on a cattle ranch?
I knew he was gonna say something like that. But he did sort of find... What I was gonna say is that Dylan, in general, did sort of find his thing with this place. He even said in episode 1, I'm good at this, you know?
He spent 2 hours on his hair the first time he went to visit you.
Really?
I remember randomly after just hearing that line, I remember a Bradley Cooper interview once where he was talking about how the advice that Christopher Walken gave him on how to, like, maintain your hair, just run your fingers through... This is terrible Walken impression. Just run your fingers through your hair. Mark, I can't do Christopher Walken right now because I haven't actually heard his voice in forever. I can do impressions, impersonations right after hearing it, the voice or whatever.
Oh no, that's not Bert. That's something else. That's just
It's a hallway she recognizes with a heart at this on the door.
How do you know about the exports hall?
Do you remember where it is?
Good God. Why do they look so... like, why do they look so dirty and beat up? I mean, they come here every day. They go home and get clean, right?
Her name's Miss Casey. She was the wellness director.
Stop that!
Have any of you seen her?
They could kill her if
That's
they find out.
not a mammalian's problem.
It's in any problem. Listen,
We're all the same. There would be factions.
and if we let this happen to Miss Casey, then who's going to step up when it happens to us?
Nice. Let the revolution has begun. I was kidding when I said he was a revolutionist in my first episode reaction, but absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. This show is like Star Wars. And Mark is the Andor, the Luke Skywalker, the bystander who is forced to, essentially, drawn into acting because his family, because of family.
She said my Audi excels at stargazing. Meant a great deal to me.
Oh man, what a skill.
We won't hinder your search. But before you go, we would like to see your bellies.
Our bellies.
Well, have they all developed this belly fetish because of goats?
See? Pouchless.
Oh. God. They think they're goats. Wait, what? Goats don't have pouches. Kangaroos? They think they're kangaroos?
And I'll be good. I'm gonna make you all proud.
Oh.
I'm always proud of you, Dylan.
This is fucking sad, man. He's never gonna help them with the revolution now. With his coworkers. Wanna fuck?
Yeah.
The acting in this show is so good because these awkward moments feel so real. They're good at pausing dramatically and stuff. Camera pans out, he's just Breck. Like that scene in Anchorman.
So remember Merrick's ear thing? Okay.
Copy that.
Yep, this is his actual wife.
And did you do the cookies for Jim's class? It's a tube, and you just need to slice them, and then you put them in the oven.
He's totally a fuck up, and she's totally gonna like his innie better than him.
How was the thing?
Yeah.
What thing? Weird, good, but good.
Cool.
I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Bye.
She's the one who's getting after it. He doesn't do shit.
But surely beer and juleps cannot fill the void left by love. Indeed, only wine can achieve this.
He's reading Rickon's book, even on the outside.
It's so astute.
Is it? That's what I was going for. Natalie just stopped by to discuss my book, actually.
It's a joy to meet you, Devin. You must be so proud.
What does Lumen do to their unsevered employees that makes them so strange? I guess just brainwashing. It's enough of an explanation.
Rickon's words have had a profound effect upon our workers.
Natalie wants to discuss a version of the UUR specifically for Indies.
Oh, he's gonna sell out. Rickon's gonna sell out.
But what's wrong with the current version?
Nothing.
It inspires too much. It's too inspirational. She's brainwashing him.
There's a certain verbiage to which innies respond more favorably if we just tweak it here and there.
It's propaganda.
They think that it could be a real game changer.
Gotcha.
This is how they get you. They just hire some hot chick to tell you, just, you know, don't say exactly what you think.
The sweetest members of our severed team.
Yeah, he's a good egg.
What I'm up to, or...
Nope, because it's Rickon they're after.
Have you told Rickon what we're doing here?
Are you insane? No.
What exactly is going on?
Okay, so you need to see the after image for like 2.5 minutes.
2 minutes, 18 seconds. It's from the parking spot to the elevator, give or take.
Oh. They want this Annie to answer the question. Any clarification?
I do love you. Even though you left me with the check at Pips, you dick.
Thanks.
His sister's so normal compared to everyone else, Devin. And Dylan. Dylan's normal for the most part. And Mark's pretty normal. But everyone else is weird. Hallie, I guess, is... I wonder if this is the beginning of Seth's disillusionment with the company. It's gotta be, right? They're gonna do a whole arc here where we begin to like him because he's gonna ally with the innies. Actually. They would use UV light, that would work. Didn't work. How's he gonna stick his head under a blanket? He's gotta make the after image last the entire amount of time it takes him to get into the elevator. Oh Jesus. So creepy. They intentionally make this feel like a horror movie sometimes. Like, look at her just standing in front of the car.
Marcus is so close to completing Cold Harbor. Milchek must go. He's not equipped for the task.
Yeah, he's gonna turn.
I must be floor manager.
What does she bring to the table, though? Really? Can they really?
Ego.
Yeah, can they really not do this without her?
Hubris.
Yeah. Essentially this... Okay. Let's just...
Care teaches us they only cause pain.
She says her thesaurus in her purse.
I think you've overestimated your contributions.
I think so, too.
We didn't have to ask you back.
Yeah, it didn't feel to me like they
You
needed...
didn't have a choice.
Why wouldn't...
Are you sure?
Because she can tell the world your secrets?
Natalie, please see if the board...
I really like that Helena is now the voice of the company on the outside. We didn't really have that last season. Unless you really count Miss Cobell, but now we have it and it's coming from the same face as someone from the inside, you know. Works really well. I like how she kind of looked back, but didn't look back just then, because in my mind I was like, what if she smacks her in the head with something? But then she does have her driver there. Or are they gonna have her killed? Is that what she's suspecting? That's 100% what's going on. They were gonna just have her killed.
Harmony.
Should have left. Or maybe she will flip. It has such the feeling of a gang now. Lumen.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Are you trying to burn a message to your innie into your retinas?
That's exactly what he's
Because
doing.
your computer told you that was a brilliant idea? The switch briefly dilates the pupils. Clean slate.
Okay,
also,
thank you.
Also, you could blind yourself.
Thanks.
And how was the innie going to send you a message back?
That's his problem.
We need to talk. Unlock this fucking door!
That was convincing. I'll see you later.
What?
There's an easier way.
This chick's Morpheus.
Did he tell her your wife is alive at Lumen?
There you go. There's the answer to the question. Why didn't you tell him that a long time ago, if you know that?
She was the last time I saw her.
What are you doing? You're getting out of your own car? Oh, he's gonna puke. He's freaking out. He's there.
How could you not tell me?
Yeah,
We were interrupted, if you recall.
that's true.
There is one way and one way only to get information in and out of Lumen. And that's reintegration. I'm better at...
We're doing it. We're doing it!
And sew together a version of you that loves her with a version of you that can...
Yes. Do it.
Yeah. Let's go.
I want to see my wife.
That would be the motivation he needed. To say yes to that. To say yes to anything. That's why he said yes to Severance. I was too hard on him, I think, before. Wow. The pacing of this season is kind of great. I love it. I shouldn't say kind of great. It's really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's really moving along. However, I don't have to wait a week for each episode like everybody else because I'm only on episode 3. I think 7 episodes are out. That helps. It also changes the way you view a series sometimes. Sometimes waiting week to week is a good thing. Other times, the show can feel too slow.
Waves aren't in sync. Not yet, anyway.
Is it gonna hurt?
Probably.
What the fuck?
We started. Who am I?
Saul Ragabi.
Where are we?
My basement.
You guys got all this down here pretty quickly.
What was her eye color?
Fuck, what color eyes do my mom have? Does my mom have?
Name a damn.
Hoover.
What does MDR stand for? MDR.
Micro data refinement.
Mystic.
That's wrong. Shame.
My dog died when I was a kid. It was my fault.
Fuck.
What month is it?
You mean what quarter? Wait.
What is your first memory?
No.
Tell me your first memory.
Hey there. You on the table? I wonder if you'd mind taking a brief survey. 5 questions. To start out, who are you?
I love this. I also love this song, so it helps. Eminence Front. I literally was playing this the other day. We did it. And we did it, ladies and gentlemen. People forget. It's an eminence front. It's an eminence front. Alright. O's Hollow. Is this a simulation? Whoa.
Hello!
It has to be, right? The fuck is this? Yeah, is this response?
What's happening? Where are we? You want me to come up? Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm on the ice. I'm on the fucking ice.
The fuck is this? The fuck's going on? I'm so happy I'm not stoned or something right now. I'd be tripping the fuck out. Maybe they are.
I'm coming.
Well, this wouldn't be weed. Weed wouldn't do this. We're gonna get some Play-Doh action, some allegory of the cave action.
Where did you come from?
I don't know. What are we doing out here?
I don't understand what the fuck's going on. To be honest, them out here isn't too much different than work. Maybe that's what we're supposed to take away from this.
Did you wake up on the ice too?
Yeah. On the cliff.
Oh my.
There he is.
Is it you?
Of course it's us!
Why are they all dressed in black too? What's this signify?
Oh my god, I mean, I knew
Symbolize.
there was no actual ceiling, but this is fucking insane.
Hello?
This feels like some weird simulation. It has to be. There wouldn't just be a TV over there. This is episode 4, right? I was so confused at the beginning of these last couple episodes. This show's starting to remind me of Legion, that FX show. Spoiler alert, it followed Professor Xavier's son, but that was very trippy as well. And there was stuff like this that would happen. I never watched the final season of that show. I don't need to talk about this, but they made him a villain, and I didn't believe it.
This is Mr. Milchick from work, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to your first ever outdoor retreat and team building occurrence. With your Audi's blessings, you will spend the next 2 calendar days walking the meadows, thickets that make up the Dieter-Egan National Forest.
Okay, but where's the outlet for that television? And the VCR, or that's a DVD player, I guess.
The truth you seek lies within the fourth appendix. It's waiting for you in Scissor Cave.
This is crazy.
The very same grotto where Kier Egan tamed the four tempers for the very...
This is insane. I thought that was a metaphor where he tamed the tempers. What do you mean? They're personified somehow, some way?
There will be help along the way. Happy fortunes, MDR.
This is nuts. What's that one book that's like a allegory? It's just one big journey. That's what this reminds me of. I'm not going to try to remember right now. It's in here somewhere. Oh, The Alchemist. That's what this... Kinda. Oh, there's just someone with no jackets or bundled up at all. That's how I know this looks like Mark. Oh, what the fuck is going on? Is this a dream? Dude, this is 100% a simulation. They're hooked up to shit.
There'd be help along the way.
I wouldn't trust a word out of that mountebank's mouth. Not even televisually.
Televisually. So I'm guessing that this is like a Matrix thing right now. This is all VR, I mean, virtual reality. Oh, and the credits are different. It's just them hiking like Lord of the Rings. Like this fellowship. They're like, when we wanted to see the outside, we just wanted to go to the park. Yeah, a national park is cool, a national forest, but it's winter and cold. Guys are dicks. I bet you the time of day won't change at all, this entire journey, because it's virtual reality. Yeah. Way to keep us in suspense, though. I really wanted to know how the results. I wanted to further see the results of the reintegration of the marks, and we don't even get to see that now. This episode, probably. Way to keep people tuning in week to week. Show's really good at that, keeping you in suspense. The fourth appendix. He left it in a cave, unattended. Dieter.
Chapter 1. I was not born into this world alone. The lodgings of my mother's womb I shared with another.
Oh, he's a twin?
In infancy, he was my bosom friend. But as we blossomed into boyhood, he beseeched me to take to the wood with him to live as paupers.
Into the wood. Woe's Hollow.
Woe's Hollow.
We're to walk in the brother's footsteps.
So you're telling me on his deathbed, Kier was like, I'm just gonna write a fun little scavenger hunt for my employees. No epiphanies or regret. Maybe I should have paid people more. Stopped fucking with their brains. He might not have been alive for that, obviously. But I'm sure Kier wasn't a good guy. Or maybe he was. Maybe he was the best boss ever, and then he died, and someone else in the family was like, let's turn his legacy into like this cult following situation.
Now there's a me one.
Now there's a me one. It does look digital. That's intentional. Or like CGI, I mean. Everything's melting.
Just wish I knew where we were going.
Don't we all? Actually, no, I don't want to know where I'm going. Fuck that. It's the journey, not the destination.
What were you and Helly talking about back there?
Is their relationship gonna sow division or make Irving jealous in some weird way? Suspicious? Paranoid?
I don't trust her.
Oh, well, he's got good
I think
instincts.
she might be lying about what her outie saw.
Oh, that's right. He already suspected her.
Night gardeners?
Yeah.
Ah, it's clear you do not have an objective perspective due to your
That's
feelings
true.
for her, no?
That's true. Why can't I tell what it is? Is it a bear?
What is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a seal.
Why does it look so messed up?
Maybe this is what dead things look like.
That's true. I guess I've never seen anything dead, but no, I think it's just it didn't manifest itself correctly in this virtual reality.
Outdoor retreat team building occurrence, right, Mark?
We don't know what this is. We don't know anything.
Irving, calm down. We all know you had a bad experience last time you were outside.
Who said I had a bad experience? Oh my God.
Didn't you?
What did you tell him,
Oh.
dumbass?
Nothing.
Right.
What the fuck?
Well, it was implied that you had a bad experience. You said it's not our world out there, and you looked very upset. This might mess with the strength of the gang. I really hope Dylan, at the end of the day, saves the world. After that last episode and seeing that he's sort of a fuck up, I really hope he's the one that steps up in the end and saves everyone, whatever that means. Oh, here he is.
That's
All in white.
The very same for each of you.
He's the angel that pulls them from damnation.
This is the tallest waterfall on the planet.
Fuck me.
We're starving, Mr. Milchek.
I thought the waterfall's grandeur would satiate you. I'm teasing, of course.
Yeah, of course, because you don't always talk like that. How weird their whatever versions of themselves look. They looked kind of like the stop motion versions of themselves. Not really, but sort of. Is this Miss Wong?
Miss Wong has been readying the grill, for which we brought in copious luxury meats.
Who taught her how to grill?
And the outhouse is stocked with 4-ply washroom tissue.
4-ply. Expensive, the good stuff.
Torches, which can provide both a heat and a light source.
Thank you for over-explaining it.
Pretty cool, right?
Yes. Lovely.
Irving? Enter.
Made you a snow seal.
What did you really see during the overtime contingency?
Tell him.
I told you.
It's okay. It won't change anything.
That's what she needed to hear, probably. But she's like, no, it'll change everything.
Okay.
Not to sound like an egomaniac, but I'm so happy that it's not Helena. Because everything I said about her in episode 1 stands and what she's going through.
Tickling my mouth emerged. We must return to father.
Dylan's just loving this story time.
That we be woodland paupers forever.
You know what Milchek would be really good at? He'd be a great dungeon master. Dungeons and Dragons, you know?
Driven by a sudden torrent of pus from his skull.
I bet you Seth does that 100%.
That tore easily from his bleeding scalp.
Good heavens.
Where I knew the waterfall would drown out my brother's cries.
That's actually really smart.
And that I first encountered the temper woe. This is your doing. You suffered his wantonness. Now he's no one's brother. Only chaos's whore.
What the fuck?
The end. Kier and the thieving nanny.
Oh my god.
Creepy.
Did his brother really die that way, Mr. Milchek?
Every word is truth.
I mean, it's... yeah.
What?
It's hilarious that she's the one laughing at it because her Audi
He melted, right?
probably
He
believes...
turned into the forest because he masturbated.
Right.
I mean, seriously, that's actually the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You see that? He just said it.
Yeah, he definitely said it. It's funny, but that's...
laugh at what we don't understand.
Oh my god. That her already probably like takes this all very seriously. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Her already probably doesn't either.
Process more thoughtfully.
Oh my god.
The marshmallows, please. Throw them in the fire.
Oh,
Mr. Milchick.
Wow.
Come on.
What a dick. I don't even eat sweets, so I don't fucking care.
Why?
Marshmallows are for they don't just hand them out.
Oh.
Good night.
Dude, what do you think his dick turned into?
I'm gonna be honest. I thought that's what happened in the story, but I wasn't sure. I was very confused. But then when they said chaos is horror.
And stop making goo-goo eyes at her.
Oh.
Just tell us, Ellie.
All right.
Just tell us about him.
Who?
The Night Gardener.
What is your deal right now, dude?
What color was his shirt?
See, because Irv's dialed in.
Using your pupils to make love to her. While your outie's wife rots away somewhere.
Hey, shut up.
Yeah, fuck you.
That's rough, but...
We all know Irving's upset because he can't ever see Bert again.
Oh, don't say that. That's some hardcore, cruel gaslighting. Just fucking... The truth always finds a way out, so now it's gonna be worse that she didn't say anything.
Hey, Irv.
Fuck you all.
Yeah. I'm with Irv on this one. I mean, not in regards to the laughing at the masturbation story, but...
Carrot, deer's penis.
Oh. Are they gonna do it? No.
That was mean. Of me.
And it's also what's inside of her, probably.
To say that to Irving.
She does it on a daily basis as a rowdy. Be mean to people.
I mean...
No,
Kinda deserved
he didn't deserve it.
I'm looking for your wife.
You know, before we found out what his wife looked like, I just imagined Amy Poehler. And then I had a whole backstory from Parks and Rec about what their life was like before. Now they're gonna kiss. I knew the second he walked into this tent that this was gonna happen. Everyone, males and females, always fucking tense. If there's just one of each gender in a tent, they're fucking. Why else would they be in there? I was kidding. They're actually gonna do this. I'm surprised they're allowed. Well, maybe they're not actually. If this is virtual reality, I find it hard to believe they're actually in a park or forest. I mean, none of this makes sense with the book and everything. Oh, we're cutting back to... So they're having virtual sex. And everyone at Lumen is watching. Except for the one guy who's like, I just would rather watch Irving walk through the forest, scared and confused.
Mr. Milchick!
100% virtual sex, because I'm also thinking about how they wouldn't allow Helena to, like, because of who she is, just bang her, just have sex. They'd probably view that as her making decisions about her body that she wouldn't approve of. It's like the finger thing from season 1. And that's why he can't find Milchick or Miss Wong, because they left the virtual space. I mean, if I'm wrong about that, this is crazy. Oh, it's her. I don't know. From this angle, it kind of didn't look like her. It's like, who the fuck is this broad? They just switched her out with somebody else quick. The time of day did change, by the way. Obviously.
Like if I was on the outside.
There it is. The truth.
I was ashamed.
There it is. I was fucking right, too. I said this in episode 1. I bet you there's a bunch of other reactors thinking she's Helena. Not me. I think about how people feel. Just tell them the actual truth. This is what will cut the simulation, though.
I don't care who you are out there. I care who you are with me.
That's sweet, profound, and can apply to a lot of people and their partners. I knew it! I fucking knew it!
You okay?
Wait, or maybe it's the reintegration. Irving's about to turn this into his actual hell. Oh, he's in his suit. You know, now that we know, again, that virtual reality is possible to this degree in this universe, we're never going to know for sure if anything is real. The whole town could be a simulation. The whole state. And I'm sure there's going to be theories about that online. Holy fuck, it's the horror. Fuck me. He was dreaming. A dream within a dream.
Ellie! Mr. Milchick!
Dylan, what's happened?
Ellie and Irv are missing.
What the fuck is going on?
It makes sense that he wouldn't be there at night because he's not at work. I don't know. He's gonna go masturbate by the waterfall.
Hey, kid.
Jesus. What? Is Irving on his villain arc?
What you said to me last night? It was cruel. Kelly was never cruel.
Maybe it is Helena. Are you serious?
So if you're not her,
Is it really not her?
who would have the power to send their Audi to the severed floor?
What? It is her. That doesn't make sense. It honestly now doesn't make sense for this to reveal to be now, and it doesn't make sense that it's not Helly, given everything. She banged Mark. Dude, Helena's twisted. I don't know.
Ellie! Turn her back, Mr. Milchick! Please!
Oh.
She's been an outie the whole time! Ever since she came back! Irving! You stop!
It actually makes it a little more interesting because then it means that Helena's actually ashamed of herself. I don't know. Maybe not.
Hey, I'm gonna kill her, Mr. Milchick!
I don't actually think any of this is real, but...
She's not Helly! She's an Egan!
How does he know that? Oh, that's a hell of a leap, but he figured it out. Oh, he called her Seth. It is fucking Helena. Okay, maybe this is real.
Remove the Glasgow block now.
Oh, wow.
No!
Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry, Hilly.
Dude, I'm actually shocked. I really thought I was wrong about it being Helena, and then now it is, and holy fuck. She's twisted as fuck. She not only pretended to be an innie, she then furthered her romantic relationship that didn't exist with Mark.
Stand!
Irving is a badass, dude.
Threatened collegial murder in the pond of Woe's Hollow.
Was the place to do it.
No penalty but immediate and permanent dismissal. There shall be no formal valediction, catered or...
This is dramatic and cool, kinda.
I'm sorry! I should have listened!
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all okay.
Dude, he is...
Just remember, hang in there.
Irving is a well-oiled machine. I will say that Milchick is awesome in this moment. This is fucking... This is dramatic as fuck.
Leave him alone!
Whoa. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Look at Irving, dude.
Walk into the forest.
Woo!
Your workspace will be cleared, and any personal items discarded.
I mean, if you're, this is the coolest, maybe that's not the right word, but the coolest firing I've ever seen.
Relations will be purged and destroyed. It will be as if you, Irving B., never even existed nor drew a single breath.
Holy fuck. And now he's saying, not only is he admitting that basically getting fired is death, he's saying it like this.
May Kier's mercy follow you
into the eternal dark. Get fucked.
now.
I didn't want to watch another episode. Okay, that probably wasn't virtual reality. Maybe they were in an actual forest. It just seemed really weird. There's a couple things, probably more than a couple things I want to say about the ending of the last episode, or the last episode in the series in general, because that last episode gave us a lot to chew on. I don't know if the Helena reveal and everything we witnessed about her prior this season was done so to confuse us or to really flesh out a lot of the themes of the show. I'm going to go with the latter because it's really interesting to think about in that context. Like, her laughing at that Kier story really outlines that Helena thinks all this stuff is ridiculous too. The culty nature of not only her family, but the company. And being Helly, ridiculing it under the guise of Helly, is freeing for her. Like, she's free of her actual life that she probably feels trapped in, because Milchick and company are just going to think she's acting like Helly, and her coworkers are just going to think, yeah, of course Helly thinks this is ridiculous. Based upon what she said to Mark in the tent, again, it does sort of seem like she hates her outside life. And in a way, they all do. I think the irony of this is that the innies hate their life and the outies hate their life. Maybe the innies don't even hate their life necessarily, because they have purpose at work. And we need purpose in order to be happy. And if you apply that to Helena masquerading as Helly, she's probably happier pretending to be an innie than she is on the outside. Maybe. I mean, she's loaded on the outside and she has all this power, but that isn't necessarily always as freeing as, well, I'm not rich. I can't say that. I have no fucking idea what it's like. But you can imagine if you could have anything in the world, or you could do anything. When everything opens up, what's next? What is there to work towards? This show is really just all about misery, I suppose. And it's the best depiction of misery I've seen. I was going to say since Shameless, but I don't even think Shameless is a good depiction of misery. It's just watching shitty people be shitty over and over and over again. But what she did is fucked up, obviously. Helena. I don't know if I mentioned dark matter in the last reaction, but she stole someone else's life, essentially. People are going to argue against that. And she obviously feels ownership, probably not only over Helly's life, but Mark's life. She essentially raped Mark. What I was saying about, oh, they wouldn't allow Helly to hook up unless Helena approved of it. It makes sense now as to why there was no cameras or anything, because, and the fact that they allowed them to wander, because Helly is monitoring and aware of everything that's going on. But the coolest part of that episode is undoubtedly what I'm going to refer to as Irv's execution, because that's what it felt like. Even the way in which Milchick delivered the sentence. Afterwards, I started thinking about Braveheart and William Wallace's torture and execution, because that's essentially what is going on with Irv there. I've talked about him being a soldier on the outside, and he did sort of go out fighting like a traitor to the crown or something here. He became a martyr in a way. And he also did kind of want to die. We saw that in previous episodes. And he wasn't afraid. You could tell that he's happy and proud of what he's done at the end there. Because he did something glorious. And that ultimately could be for the betterment of everyone. That's not to say we won't see him again. I'm sure we will. By see, I mean I'm sure any Irv will be back in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, that was a dope last episode. That was incredible. All right, and now I'm going to watch the next one. Reaction channel. Let's ride the coattails of other people's art.